everyone, I just pre-ordered the DJI Pocket 4. This is DJI Pocket 3 and I'm very excited to review it next week whenever I get it. But for the very first time, I wouldn't suggest everybody to get it, at least not for now during the pre-orders. Let's talk about who should be buying this inside of this quick video. For those of you who are new to this channel, I'm like Bellemare-Alford, a young photographer and filmmaker on the journey to embedded SR. The very first camera review I did was about this DJI Osmo Pocket camera that came out back in 2018. Since then, the camera has evolved a lot, but sadly this upgrade is probably the smallest one that happened since the beginning of this series of camera. By the end of this video, I want you to know if you should be getting it or not, and why I decided to get it, even though I don't think everybody should be getting it. If you already have a DJI Osmo Pocket 3, I don't really think you need to upgrade to the version 4. This is because it's a very similar camera. It looks the same, it's going to work the same, most of the features are the same. The big difference are going to be that there's a newer sensor that's slightly better. There's going to be a new slow motion mode that's 240 frames per second, but personally I don't think that's a big upgrade. And finally, there's going to be new buttons on it for quicker access to some settings. But apart from that, the results should be very similar between both of these. So if you already enjoyed the results that you're getting from the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, do not upgrade to the new version. I don't think it's going to be worth it for most people. If you're like me and you're hoping to get a pro version of the DJI Osmo Pocket camera, I have some very good and very bad news. The good news is that DJI is actually teasing a version that has 2 lenses and is supposed to be a pro version, but we really do not know much about it, even with all the leaks that are coming out. The bad news is that we have no idea when it's coming out. It could come out in a week, it could come out in a month, it could come out in 6 months, it could come out in a year, and that's one thing we just cannot know right now. So for now, we're gonna have to wait and see if this is actually the pro version that I really hope to see. The next type of user that might want to get this camera is somebody that does not already have a DJI Osmo Pocket camera, and in this case the new version is really a good one to have. One interesting thing is actually cheaper than the old version. I'm sure you can get a good deal now on the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 and it might be good enough for most people, but if you want to get the new version, it's actually very nice that they made it cheaper than the previous generation. Now, one bad news is for people that are in the US, it's not possible to get right now the DJI Osmo Pocket 4 because it's simply banned in the US. You can go complain to your congressperson because the government is supposed to do a review on DJI products and authorize the sale of some of them, but they're refusing to do it. So go complain to your representative if you want to be able to get some DJI products in the future in the US. Okay, so now let's talk about why I decided to pre-order the DJI Osmo Pocket 4. The first reason for me is the new sensor that has more dynamic range, but even more important than that is that they switched from D-Log M, which was not the best D-Log version, to the full D-Log version. This is basically allowing me to have full color grading capabilities, but also retain all the information if I want to process the videos in HDR, which I've been doing a lot more recently. The second one is a feature that I kind of found silly when I saw it in some leaks previously, but it's the video light that goes on top. There's so many times at night where I want to film a video of myself or something else, but there's not quite enough light inside of the scene to really get good video out of the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. So I really hope that inside of the DJI Osmo Pocket 4, this is going to be fixed with a little light, allowing me to vlog at night and get much better quality video without having to hold a secondary light inside of my hands, which anyways, I always forget to bring in the first place. The next feature that really excites me is going to be the inclusion of new buttons on the camera. The first one is for zooming, and you cannot believe the number of shots I missed inside of Japan when I was trying to quickly zoom and then misclicking on the screen and not getting the shot in the end. So having a very quick option to quickly zoom with the camera is going to be really great. The second button is fully customizable, so you can use it for whatever you want. I'm not quite sure yet how I'm going to use it, but I'm sure I'm going to find a use to make it more useful and allow me to access some stuff quickly using those buttons. Finally, the last feature that I'm very excited about is the inclusion of onboard storage. It's about 100 gigabytes, so it's not that much, but it's going to allow me, if I forget to bring a secondary memory card or something like that, to have more storage if I need to afterwards. I would not use that as a primary storage. I still think I need a bigger card, but for some use cases, it's going to be very useful. I forgot to mention it, but the reason I can get the DJI Osmo Pocket 4 is because I'm visiting Canada for a week, and it's perfect timing with the launch of it next week. So I'm very excited to put my hands on it and test it out, and I'll definitely have a few videos talking about it once I get it. I hope this video was useful if you're thinking about getting the camera and talking about if you should be getting it right now or not. Definitely subscribe to the channel if you want to learn more about this camera and hit the like button to let me know if you enjoyed the video. See you in the next one.